last Magic Online PPTQ, or sorry, PTQ. But other than that, it seems like it's been relatively dead. Um, so we're gonna play this build because out of all the posted builds, this guy's the guy I recognize the most and seems like he's had the most success with it. But a lot of his card choices don't even make sense to me. Like, I don't know why I want either of these lands in the sideboard. I'm not sure why I wouldn't want another Compass or two, even though I think the card's absolute trash. I feel like there might not be any other choice now that I've saw it in action. And I don't understand why we want the fourth or don't want the fourth Brawl's Expertise, because I think it's like the best card in the format or the deck probably. Another random comment. It's like Sentinel Totem. Sure, you need 1 mana artifacts, but like this one just seems appallingly bad. Um, Not having some of the puzzle knot seems weird. Just this build in general seems super weird to me, but that's just looking at it without any true knowledge of the deck and just eyeballing it in general. Still don't like not having Metallic Rebuke main, but I don't know anything about this deck. Like I said, these are just comments that I'm making based on the eye test alone. And it's a 19 land deck, and we have the cards we need, but I think we at least need 2 lands to keep. Hey, Loco Dope, what's up? I'm actually going to keep that as well. Hopefully the Glint will find some kind of action, but even 3 lands in the Sanctuary starts getting us close to reverse engineering. There's been a ton of red decks in this format too. I'm not sure this deck beats red decks. Don't whiff, please. You're kind of important, Mr. Glint. Well, you didn't whiff. I guess I'll keep the Mox Ember. I don't know, maybe I'm just supposed to keep the Reservoir. That delays the potential reverse engineer turn, but maybe we hit a land and that won't matter or anything. I think I should have played maybe the build that Corey showed us. There's like a real good chance next turn we're just like stuck with a lot of expensive stuff in our hand. Right, well, we don't have to worry about that too much. Because we have access to Brawl's expertises, so like the ultimate's not going to beat us. Ultimate's still not going to beat us. Wait, you and planeswalkers you control. Alright, well that's a problem. The second one of those is a bit of a problem. Yellow. It's not a problem if he never ultimates this, but well, we don't have a land, so no, we're tapping these. I guess I'm gonna tap this because we don't have a land for sure yet. Oh, JK. does improvise technically say? So I can't tap this for anything. No, didn't think so. Yeah. Well, problems. Feels like we're in a situation where, like, he's not really did anything and we're still just not going to beat him. Like they're attacking for 1,000,000 next turn. We just don't have any cards that matter. Guess I can bounce this and this. And play this. Returning these things. So... or not these things. Oh, shoot. That was not paying for the mana. So we want to bounce this. We can't bounce that. So... I guess we're supposed to bounce one of these then? Because if nothing else, it untaps it. But no. We're probably just not supposed to bounce anything else. Okay. So we're going to tap these two and these. Then we're going to cast the outcome. We're going to target these. Then we're going to replay this. Replay this. And we drew no 0 drops, so maybe we'll hit a 0 drop off this and gain a little bit of life. We did. So if nothing else, we stalled a while, right? Yeah. We had another Brawl's Expertise, so maybe there's a chance next turn, but probably not. They have Ultimate at this Gideon now. I don't actually know when they did that. I wasn't paying enough attention. And we only have 2 Brawl's Expertise in our deck, so... Now, we have Commit Memory, though. Alright, well, you're mana neutral, so we'll cast you without thinking. That one's like the super easy one. I guess we'll keep you because you're a 0 drop. That seems reasonable. I think we can bounce this. Bounce a 0 drop. I'm not sure if this one's right. This can't be right, can it? Sorry guys, I've never played this deck before, so it's kind of like confusing to me. The bouncing to zero drop has to be wrong, especially if I'm going to paradoxical again. So just bounce that then. I want to put this one back in my hand? I don't think so this time. Alright. That worked out kind of well. Kind of well indeed. Still can't bounce this though without drawing the commit, and we don't have the commit yet. There's the commit. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and play this just to gain extra life. Okay. Now we have the commit, and we have our last Baral, so he's dealing 8 damage to us. It's like, whatever. I don't care about 8 damage. Don't care about that. If we needed more life, we could bounce these 2 zero drops for kind of 3. I guess it's technically correct play. It's whatever. This is going to be a lot harder when they get their discard spells post-board. Get him. It'll be a lot harder when they have their discard spells for the post-board games. They had a very slow draw, too. This has to be good here. I don't think I need more of you. I'm not sure that I want you. We're attacking on the ground a lot. Maybe Karn can do something. Yeah, round 1, Heath. This deck confuses me, so it's taking me forever to play these games. I don't think I care about counter spells. Other cards feel roughly the same. Get rid of you at minimum for you. So I don't think I want any of these cards. I think I definitely want... I don't know if I definitely want anything, but I definitely want the River's Rebuke. So that's a lie. Solved. I want the River's Rebuke 100%. I feel like I want these cards. Lord, I don't know what you cut, though. Do you have any experience with this deck, Heath? I'll cut a land. No. Oh god, this deck's confusing. Why didn't somebody write an article of a sideboard guide for me? This hand seems like a keep. Especially if they're mulliganing. They're not super fast, and Sile and turn 3 with a couple of artifacts might be good enough. You drop a statue? Isn't statue the most important card in the deck? Like, I don't know that to be true, but it feels to me like it's the best card in the deck. Like, I'm not sure the deck functions without it. Could have dropped a Psy, maybe. Ooh. Speaking of statue, get 'em. Maybe I don't need to draw 2, but like I figured he was going to have discard spells and removal spells, so I don't think 1 was going to be great. I wasn't expecting Forsake the Worldly, but I was expecting like a bunch of cast out Snixalon's bindings. Hey Don, what's up? Land? Oh, surprising, no land. I will be greedy. Rip! Way too greedy. Uh-oh. Things are happening. Land? That's not a land. That's just a commit. That's non-artifact spells, so... Looks like I'm taking a bundle here. I guess we have to commit this. To just not be dead. I guess I could commit this and block, but then he just pumps up and I'm dead on board. Actually, I'm not dead on board if he does that, but then he has... seems better to do this. If I'd got the Psy, I could have cast that. Something, I'm sure. We'll gain life and try not to be dead. And maybe we'll draw like a River's Rebuke. I think that's a card that is really nice out of the sideboard. If I had one more mana, we could have bounced a Binding and got a bunch of stuffs out of it too. Do you want to spend all your mana on killing my Thopter? Yes is the answer. Ooh. I get to gain a life. Sorry. This my mana's at a premium, so I should never tap that when I can tap something like this. That's probably a play mistake. think there's a argument that I maybe should have committed that. Or maybe I should have flashed back our own commit. But I think we have an extra time because I think we can commit that. I can't cast the Psi. He's got Ixalan's Binding on a Psi. But I could have committed the Binding and then cast the map. It's just something I thought about, but I wasn't 100% sure. 2 Planeswalkers. That's pretty sweet. Wasn't 100% sure on that. I was thinking that, like, possibly using the commit as an instant speed and, like, getting this off the board might have been better. Not entirely sure, though. I'm going to do it anyway, but I'm not entirely sure that this line was right. Don't kill my mana, bro. Actually, need one of that mana. Well, looking like we're going to have to run pretty hot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow, that was pretty miserable. If we draw a 0 drop off of this, that should be okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. So if I play you, I get a Fopter, so you're free. You're not 3. You use a colored source of mana to give me an uncolored source, but you're like kind of 3. Because I get to gain life. Not 0 drops. Really wanted a 0 drop there. Alright, well, I think I've carved myself another turn at minimum. Problem is our hand's like really bad, so getting another card's not that great. 4-tick card drafted pick 3, that's kind of wild actually. I don't think you matter anymore. I have another Glen in hand, so I think it's just safe to... Oh wow, I should have blocked here. Rip. Where'd he get 8 cards from? I guess he's just not played a card this game, but... You'd think that's something I would have paid more attention to. The rest, my hand sucks. Enjoy. Like we're living or dying by the glint or the Glint Crane sword right now. That card doesn't do much. That card doesn't do anything. Surprised that card's still in the deck. Let's do to any target. So if we get to 100, we can technically kill this, then this. We're not getting to 100. I'm just like spewing faults. Oh, that was a whiff, and that was 2 of our Baral's expertises. That's not good. Oh shoot. I don't think there's anything for us to get with the Inventor's Fair. That's why I've not used it. Alright, well, we ran out of gas. Now what? Now what? Sacrifice 2 artifacts, draw a card for 2 mana. So if I like block here and block here, I can just sacrifice them both. Alright, so we'll go ahead and gain this life then. A drawing outcome would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? We're about to gain 9 more life. Does attacking them even matter? I want to attack them, but it just seems so dumb. I'm going to assume that he's going to use the Profane Procession before that happens, Murph, but I mean, that's the goal. I'm going to guess he uses this before he attacks. He did not use that before he attacks. I'm just going to take the 3. I don't want him to like cast a Walking Ballista and clean up. He did not do that, by the way, so. Oh wow, we've only got 9 minutes too, and there's going to be another game. This deck actually closes pretty quick though, so I don't know how concerned I am about only having 9 minutes. Goodbye, Sai. You are our only hope. There's no artifact in our deck that actually lets us draw a card, are they? Like I'm not brain farting. There's Prophetic Prism. Alright. Sure, there's Prophetic Prism. Now that I think about it. Could have got the second reservoir, I guess, but another Sai. That's helpful. Need to update deck list when I'm done with this match. Don't let me forget. Yeah, well, you get this thing. It's a good thing this thing doesn't matter. Probably gonna sack one of the maps this turn. I'm gonna block you and just take 12. So I take the reservoir, but I don't think we care about that. I'm not gonna sack the map. Should have sacked the map. I think we're dead now. Yeah, we just have to be dead now, right? Unless I'm mistaken, didn't we draw like 0 expertises this game? Or did we draw 1 before we reshuffled? I don't remember. I know we drew 0 outcome, 0 reverse engineer. We sideboarded out 1 reverse engineer, or I sideboarded out 1 reverse engineer. Maybe I can't sideboard this card out? can't imagine that there's a way for us to win at this point. Alright, back in the deck. You were probably a mistake to ever take out. I think the Karns may just not be any good. I was thinking they'd be sweet, but like, seems like they were like pretty bad. He's got too many flyers, I think. I think they're just kind of bad. This is a keep. This is not an inspiring keep, and it's going to get wrecked by a discard spell, but I think it's a keep anyway. I was thinking Karn would be good because I thought it could come down early enough for us to get some good blocking in, but that just seems wrong. Like, playing it and minusing it is what I was thinking. The 0-3 drop. That sucks, man. Oh, that sucks. Kind of wanted that card. I think this is the most important card in our deck, so I guess we'll just go ahead and slam it. Like, I legitimately think it's more important than Reservoir. I don't think this match feels winnable. I don't think this blue Storm deck can win at Magic. Like, I'm pretty sure this blue Storm deck is just horrendous. But people ask me to play it, and I'm a nice guy. We'll give it a try. Like, just every deck has so many tools to crush it. I've lost to it once or twice, like when I've not drawn lands or whatever, but none of the games where I have drawn lands and stuff have been particularly close. Wait, what? Oh, it doesn't. I thought we had a Sanctuary in play because I'm dumb. Oh, wow. Apparently I misclicked and didn't bounce that to my hand. Because I'm a dum-dum. Being a dum-dum's fun. Rip. We finally drew a relevant card, and he immediately makes us discard it. Oh, wow. He made us discard that? Come on, Inspiring Sanctuary. Give us a chance. That's not an Inspiring Sanctuary. I guess we'll keep you. You don't really do anything, but YOLO. It can be control decks pretty good, I think. I don't think there's control decks in the format, but that's a difference of opinion. Oh, well, we have a chance to win. If they have a forsake or a cast out, like we're just dead. Well, I guess we're not just dead. Well, they had to cast out, so we're basically dead now. We have to draw our third expertise or our first River's Rebuke. Let's go ahead and cast you for the mana. Does that do anything this turn? Nope. Maybe next turn? You replace yourself, so I'm gonna go ahead and jam you. Do I want to play you? He's just gonna have 4 mana untapped, and it's not gonna matter. I don't think I want a memory that turn. I'm definitely gonna block. Oh, we hit a duress. There goes the last expertise. So now we have to have a River's Rebuke to continue to play. We need to gain a life. He's got the binding back now, too. We got to keep that in mind. He has the binding back. I guess I'm just going to cast this now. I don't know how it turns into a win, but I don't know what else we can do. We had more mana. We don't have more mana, though, so that's irrelevant that I can say if we had more mana. Looks like we hit pretty bad with our memory. And now he's gonna just have a million discard spells, walking bliss to the whole 9 yards. So like we just have no chance now. Don't think we even have an out. Not sure what they're binding. That seems like a weird thing to binding. I guess they have a removal spell. We're just dead, but okay. This match does not seem like a winnable match, which is a thing that I think I'm going to commonly say tonight. I don't know how badly we played that game. I guess we could, I wasn't worried about the binding being the top card because I think if I went off, I was going to be going off on my turn, so a sorcery speed enchantment I didn't think was going to matter. And anything, the big problem was like anything we did, whether it be memory, River's Rebuke, Baral's expertise, any of that crap puts the instant speed cast out back in his hand. And I think as long as he leaves 4 mana untapped, we were at 0%. I was pretty confident with like the right draw we could have got the quote unquote 50 life if he tapped out in a turn, but what do we want to play with when we play versus this deck? We want to play versus like mono red decks that we win the dice roll and they don't have a braid? Is that the only thing that I feel like I can beat? I think I can beat blue control decks. You have a test for me. Okay, what's the test? Where my phone is. I would just say a crappy black-white deck. We're 0-1 and we got a chance to stop somebody from getting a 5-0. Almost makes me just want to concede without playing the match. The only person that loses here is or the only person, everybody loses in this situation except for Magic Online. It's good news, they're playing a mountain, and they didn't play a 1-drop, so that means they're probably playing red-black, which means we can't win. Oh, they have a Braids too. I don't even know what Esper Gate is. Why would Esper Gate have that card in it anyway? Guess I'll take this one. Why would Esper Gate have Field of Rune in it? It just seems to me like Esper Gate's silly. A silly goose. I guess I should have attacked for one. I'm certainly not blocking. So I probably should have attacked for one. Our hand's great, by the way. Probably casting this turn. The outcome. Well, apparently I misread what you said. Oh, Fetid pulls in the concealed courtyard. I just can't read, my friend. Seems like it's rough to play. Like, it's above my pay grade, anyway. Might use a removal spell just so I don't draw a card. Or so I draw one less card or whatever. We don't have any good cards in our hand. That's a bad sign. I guess I'll keep this one. You're a fine upstanding young card. So next turn we're going to play this, so I guess I don't want to play anything else this turn. I'm not dead with any draw, am I? I guess I'll go ahead and play this because it comes into play tapped. I may want the mana or something. So we just can't ever win then? Actually do want the mana, don't I? Yes, I'm playing this. don't think this mana does anything. So we didn't draw Sanctuary, we just lose. We didn't draw Sanctuary, we just lose if you don't draw Sanctuary. So you can play that, bounce those two, we gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess that's enough to stay alive, and then maybe we hit something. Maybe we hit a 0 drop. We didn't hit a 0 drop. So like a million things kill us. Also should have played Renegade map there. That was a play mistake. We're technically alive, but we die to like a million things. This deck does not work unless you draw Sanctuary. If I missed the land though, we're just dead. I was trying to give ourselves a chance to win if we didn't miss the land. Like we're 100% dead if we missed the land with that line. So 1, 2, 3. We actually have enough mana to do this time, right? Zero drop one time? Zero drop one time? There's a 0 drop. Thank you. Thank you, deck, for giving us life. There's the Sanctuary. Hey, we actually have a chance to win this game. We have a chance to win this game. We might not even be that unfavored to win this game. He's gonna cycle 2 here. I wonder what's the one card in his hand if he's cycling 2. It was a Heart of Kieran, okay. They're just done. They don't want to play anymore. That's such a weird concession. I mean, there's a chance we get there next turn. They must have hit land. They're like, this is bullshit. We're done. Ooh, that was going to be a good draw, too. We didn't have an expertise. It's kind of important. They conceded that game. So I definitely want you. I definitely want you. Just don't want you. I don't want you in the deck. Like, the more I look at this card, the more I don't want it in the entire deck. I like all the 0 drops. Am I supposed to play counterspells versus them? They can get awfully fast draws, and like counterspells maybe just end up being bad. Commits still seem okay. Every time we sideboard with this deck, I just look at all these cards and I'm like, I don't want to sideboard any of you out. I feel like I need you all. Alright, back to the Mox Ember board. Because I have no idea. This sounds fun. We have what I consider our best spell. Guess I could have cast a Compass, but I like getting ahead and getting their tapped artifact into play. In case we miss our land or whatever, it might be needed. Is it bad that I kind of want to take the second Inspiring Sanctuary? Feels like that might be more important. Would love to draw a Mox Amber. That's not a Mox Amber. I think there's an argument that I just messed up there and I probably should have cast an Inspiring Sanctuary. And not casting the Sanctuary feels like I just made a big play mistake. Game costing play mistake, potentially. They apparently do not value this card as highly as I do. Gaining life's fun, so. Think I'd rather reverse engineer. Because I want to hit a land more than anything this turn. Trying to decide whether I'm going to play this to prevent 4 life. I don't think I am. Again, I should probably be attacking all these turns, but not attacking's okay, I guess. Alright, I should just be attacking. Me not attacking at this point just feels stupid. I feel like I could have just beat him, maybe, if I just attacked every turn. I feel like there's a legitimate chance that we could have just beat them in combat. Shouldn't have played that land first because I could have hit a thingy with this draw step. Definitely want to put that there. I think I want to gain 3 life. I think I want to put this in my hand too. Alright, well they're done. Like, I'm going to be able to gain 3 more life. I have a million blockers. I guess they've just had enough. They were mana screwed. So we were going to draw those 2 cards. And then we would have drawn that card. Oh, wasn't getting to play much, but we were getting a whole lot of blockers. These blockers aren't very good though. You feel like that he's just like draws a red source and plays a goblin chain whirler, and like we're back to the Stone Ages, which is why I wasn't even bothered in an attack. But if he's just gonna be mana screwed, I guess we just take the win. Oh wow, I should put my phone on charge. I'm such a dum dum. Dum Dum Ray is my name. Yes. You're welcome, phone. We won a round. I guess I can keep this hand. We technically have 2 lands. We just stopped our opponent from getting to 5-0. I just realized our opponent like basically rage quit when he was 4-0. Because that's essentially what our opponent did both games. He just got like mad and quit. That's interesting. Yes, Sanctuary, please. They did just seem like they got mad and quit both games. It's hard for me to imagine that both of those games weren't somehow winnable. Our opponent's deck is wild. What's their record? 0-0? Nice. They'll play best card. I see a lot of people like not play this till the turn they can use it, like next turn or whatever. But like, our hand's really bad. Feels like we need this free mana really badly with this hand. But if it just gets abraded or something, we're just SOL. Also plays around some like random counterspell. Oh god. What the hell's our opponent playing? Rip. So we have access to commit. Let's just get a land too. Maybe that's wrong. So we can commit. Yeah, that was probably wrong. Well, no, this might have been right. We can commit or we can like outcome for 1 or something wild, but murder bolt. I guess I just commit that. Seems like that's the thing that lets us gain the most life here. Still taking 3. We're dead on board if we didn't commit it. Alright, well, not looking too good for us. Guess we can cast this first. And then use the Thopter. But Yes, please. So then we have access to commit or access to paradoxical outcome depending upon their hand. Really hope that we can play the outcome. So the outcome is not particularly good here, to be honest. We could just commit that again. Alright, we're going to outcome. So we're going to put this in our hand, this in our hand, this in our hand pretty easily. So next turn... Yeah, I think this is how we're going to put in our hand because we might want this mana. Okay. And then improvise, we're going to tap you, and you. And then just block here, go to 2. You can't, it's non-land permanent. You can't target the Fopters. Non-land permanent. Looks like we could have also bounced a map. Or sorry, paradoxical outcome is return any target non-land, non-token permanents. I don't know why I keep saying non-land. Yeah, my bad. So we can play you pretty easily. Then we can play... Oh, I messed up. I missed the Fopter token because stupid. Missed the Fopter token because stupid. We know he's drawing Murder Bolt back this turn, so... So I believe that I want to leave up the commit again. Or maybe not the commit, maybe the paradoxical. Still have 2 blockers, yeah. Yeah, paradoxical seems better because it plays around the braid too. Alright, so we want to target you, you, and you. Then we're going to tap those 4. With 16 and 14 was pretty hard to fly 13. Is that in the Eternal game? So they like block you guys pretty easily. Gain our life. Let's start with Psy this time and not be silly. Okay, sweet. Sweet on Eternal. That sounds pretty sweet, man. Eternal's got some good value, it appears. Certainly don't want you. Next turn we'll probably commit. I suppose we'll start attacking. Seems like at this point, the odds of me hitting 120 or 150 life seems higher than the odds of me beating down. It also seems silly for me not to be trying to beat down. Are they going to try to kill Psy again? Oh no, they're going to try to kill Nicobolus this time. Get out of here, Nicobolus. We're casting commit, so I don't mind to go ahead and just like gain, or like use our thing. It's not going to be in our hand anyway. I say commit, but I meant to say memory. I guess we're going to use this first, though. I mean, I plan on casting a memory this turn, so I didn't care about just wasting a memory. I think I'm just going to do this and not worry about the attack. Feels like it's just too easy for us to hit something and win here. Feels like we would have won just attacking too, though. So, like, maybe this is way wrong. That was probably wrong too, come to think of it. Because now I don't have the second blue. I can always filter it through the prism, but that's like an extra click. And extra clicks are the worst type of clicks. But yeah, we're definitely lethal. You, hell you. Oh. And that's gonna win. Don't know why he's pausing. He's tapped out. He is dead Reno. So the other day when I got paired versus this deck, I insulted Navigator's Compass like a crap ton, and like the more I play this deck, the more I think it should just be in the main deck over the Sentinel Totem. The Sentinel Totem doesn't seem to be doing anything. Our opponent's literally playing an aggro Bolus deck. That's kind of neat. I wonder why we're setting here. Alright, he's dead on board. Like, this trigger, and then us activating this just wins the game. And you know he was just here because he was pressing OK on literally every spell we played up until this one. So now they're just like kind of sitting here. I got a feeling that this is going to be a hard match to win post board because A, they're aggressive, B, they'll have discard counter spells and artifact removal. So I don't know how we're going to win game 2 and 3. Think we only won game 1 because they got stuck on lands. You can't time us out though when like the clock's on him. I don't know. Let's just do a dance here. Alright, I'm bored. Let's offend everybody and open a treasure chest because we're bored. Did we throw away $2.20? Probably. I assume a Thopter orb isn't worth anything. I don't even know what the other card we opened was. I didn't pay enough attention. It was grid something. It's bulk, whatever it was. It wasn't grid lock. It's like the only card with grid. It was grid monitor, maybe? So it's probably like a penny. I don't know. I remember when Thopter orbs were actually worth money, and then they banned. They banned Splinter Twin, and what used to be like $1 or $2 is now down to like 30 cents or something. Oh, our opponent actually DC'd. I do not think Dreadnought's worth anything now. Alright, since our opponent's DC'd, let's pour another chest out for our homie. Go do something to entertain the people. Whew, we only lost 20 cents on that one. Random battle bond card. Eidolon's not worth anything. Sliver's not worth anything. Alright, I'm stopping at 10. We gotta save our 20 ticks for when we go broke. Cool Verdant Catacomb. Battle Bond land? Those can't be worth anything, but it's kind of cool. I am going to go ahead and throw it in over here. I don't think any of that stuff was worth anything. Whatever it was, it's lost on my account and I'll never look it up. I'm pretty sure Battle Bond lands on Moto are just like worthless though. Yes, I was correct. That land is worth 3 cents. And Battle Bond cards ain't worth anything on Moto. Bratling's worth like almost 60. Arcane Artisan's worth like 15. Reflector's worth like 16. The Blade Blossom's worth like 3, and then nothing else is even worth 50 cents. I think we opened 5 chests thus in, maybe, including the play points, opened about 3 tickets, so we're probably down like 8 and change or something, give or take. Want to open more? I get bored easy. I don't know if anybody can tell. Our opponent's been going 6 minutes. In 4 more minutes, we'll have match win number 2. Spider Solitaire. I don't know if my computer has that. I've never noticed it. Oh wait, apparently we do have. No, I have to install it. I do not have Spider Solitaire. I wonder if I have just normal Solitaire. I have game. How about games? just don't have games on my computer, it doesn't look like. We can watch me go delete my commander decks in Rage since they ruined the format. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, best deck in format. Let's delete our brawl decks too, since that's just like not a deck anymore, or not a format anymore. We at one point attempted to break brawl with basically what we're playing in our standard league, and then we realized that like counter spells were the only thing that was playable in brawl, so this deck become useless. Alright, I give up. Let's open all our treasure chests. We gotta do something. I think we're down like 8 and change, so now we're down like 10 and change. I didn't even know we got an Ox. Sweet. That was a Dread Wanderer, wasn't it? That might be worth like 30 cents. Yeah, it was a Dread Wanderer. That might be worth 30 cents. That's okay, because we're going to open like a Force Wheel here in a minute, and then we're going to be all of a sudden up. Bad Sarkin's not worth anything. Sarkin was actually kind of cool when it was in standard. Losing money streaming because there's nothing to do but open chests. Bloodghast is worth like 5. Archfiend's not worth anything. No, it's not over. Our opponent's currently timing out, so we don't have anything else to do. It's probably worth like 15 cents or whatever, though, so we'll throw it in the pile. Hey, there's 80. That's worth like almost $8. So we've opened like $10 in play points. We better hit something quick, or we're going to have gotten wrecked on these like 26 or whatever. I'd rather play to my... Ooh, Teferi. Alright, so we made money. Opening our chests. That's why you always open treasure chests. You'll always hit something. You'll always hit something. It's just a rule. I don't think any of that crap's worth anything. We also opened up like $14 in play points. Not that I actually care about $14 in play points. So, our opponent should be timing out within this minute. Alright, well, we've won 2 rounds. I read about that once, and they had a fairly good reason. I remember thinking the reason was fairly good. I do not remember what it was, because I was like 14 at the time or something. I think Teferi was still worth money. I'm actually double checking. Yeah, Teferi's worth 23 tickets. We rocked. I about died once when I had a seatbelt on. I think we had 15 treasure chests. I think they're worth like 2.2. Yeah, we did good. I don't actually know if they're worth 2.2. No, they're worth 2.29. Oh, God. Alright. Well, sure. All hands are kept. that have land. Man, it's like our third opponent that's mulliganed. This feels like me at Friday Night Magic this week. Just infinite mulligans all day and all of the night. It is absolutely terrible, Ricky. It is not remotely playable. It is trash-tastic. Guess I'm going to play this one because it can block that thing. I guess we'll take Inspiring Sanctuary because it's the best card in the deck. There goes one paradoxical outcome. Ha! Damage has been prevented. I guess this uses our mana technically most efficiently. It just doesn't have enough cards that matter. There's not enough card draw spells. And if they interact with your Inspiring Sanctuary, you just lose. I guess I'm going to play this, but like, we're pretty close to dead already. I'm going to go ahead and play the map because we may draw like a Baral and need it. Yeah, well, I guess we're dead. I don't think he does it very often, but he might do it some. Don't actually know. Is this what we call a chance, or are we just dead? If he doesn't have a removal spell, it's a chance. If he doesn't, he has to not land Glorybringer as well, I guess. Sure. The second answer is wet. I like that one. So I guess you're coming back to my hand, you're coming back to my hand, you're coming back to my hand. And what the hell? You guys can come back to my hand too. I'm not on him. Be good enough? Question mark. That's probably good enough to actually stay alive. Alright. Well, I guess we can start with that. That's pretty simple. And then this. Yeah, that was definitely a pretty good one. It's probably enough to win, to be honest. I've not done all the math because math's for suckers. Um, oh, I have to tap these two? I thought I already had. Law. I've not done the actual math, but I can't imagine how this isn't a win. And now it gets even easier. Because my mana goes up significantly. Go ahead and tap that for blue so I don't forget. I think I was already lethal and I didn't need to tap Psy, but like Psy makes up for itself, so. Ah, sweet. We were already lethal though because of the paradoxical outcome. Like, we could have just repeated that process of playing 4 more cards. Then we already had these 2 cards. So, like, we were pretty Gucci there. Yes, I used Gucci in a sentence. But I definitely want these 2 cards the same as I did last time. And the same as last time, I don't know what card to take out. I ended up taking out a Mox Amber last time, but like taking out Amber just feels significantly worse. Or feels like pretty bad. I don't know about significantly bad, but I feel like maybe I should just be taking out a land. I think this match would be pretty good if we had like 45. I have a new offer. Oh my god, somebody's going to buy my foil Ramunap runes. Hot damn. I don't think we can keep this hand without 2 lands. Yes, please take my Ramunap runes. Thank you, Aura Gamer. Alright, I'll mulligan. Our hand was really good, though, if we had lands. Spoiler. Most hands are pretty good if you have all spells. They made a new Mox. Kind of. I'm actually going to keep that. We need a second blue for the reverse engineer. I think, like, Fountain, I don't think is a particularly good card. Maybe that's wrong, but it like doesn't feel like it's very good to me. Because like Fountain doesn't give you life when it comes into play, and like you have to invest turns into it. But like the compass, I don't think the Fountain's very good. Yeah, sorry. The compass is something that you can replay after paradoxical outcomes, that you can do like Baral's expertise shenanigans with and stuff like that, and gives you like an immediate life game effect. So like I feel like the Null's better, but I'm not sure. The compass is better. I don't see how it's better 98% of the time. I would say the exact opposite. Like even if I had Fountain on turn 1, Fountain costs 1 mana, but it has to survive 3 turns to do what a compass did. So it's like basically it's a 1 mana investment that doesn't work until like turn 4. I guess I have to play this one. So like say I play turn 1 Compass, right? And I play turn 1 Fountain. I don't get the same amount of life from the Fountain until turn 4, and I lose all, or you know, like say I don't draw turn 1 Fountain, right? Say I draw my Fountain on turn 5. Like, it doesn't have nearly the impact as like a Compass would on turn 5. feel like I'm dead this game already. I guess we're gonna play Psy. So if we just play this and then this, we're gonna gain 1 life, be at 8. He's dealing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I play the Psy, I guess this is the only play I have, but I don't know if it's good enough. It gives us a potential several blockers, but I don't know what we're going to do to gain life past this point. See, like, this is an example of how the compass is going to be just a lot better. Like, the fountain plus the reservoir would be 2 life gained, whereas this compass represents 5 life gained where we didn't have it on turn 1. I don't think it's going to be enough in this particular situation, and he has the duress, but you could, like, just see how it's, like, has more uses, right? Like, if the fountain comes out on turn 1, it might be worth more life overall. Or, like, a fountain might be better in multiples, but early game multiples, but I'm pretty sure we're dead. I don't think we have an out. Like, maybe Baral's expertise is enough. I'm not just dead right here. I have 3 blockers. So with 3 blockers, maybe we can draw Baral's expertise, then bounce like Deshandra the Heart, the Pia, play the Reservoir, and then like maybe untap and draw a Paradoxical Outcome and get to something. But like, I imagine we're dead. I can't see a way that we would win. Well, that's not how Pia works. Pia, for every artifact he sacks, can make 1 thing unblockable. And that means, in this situation, that he's only got 1 extra artifact. Now, it is not the... there's an artifact that makes things unblockable, but it's not that. It's not key to the city. It only does 1 thing at a time, and you have to sacrifice an artifact every time you do it. Like, you pay 1 mana, sack an artifact, and target bro can't block. At the time, we had a Sista and 2 bro... Or, sorry. I'm calling this... We had, like, 3 things. So... We block here, I guess. Let's see what happens. I think they would have to have something like land in their hand for us to win. Oh, what the hell? I'm an idiot. Alright, well, we drew another land. So, in your 19 land deck, if you draw, 7 lands or whatever in 16 card draws, you're probably not going to win. That's fine. We got Deshandra off the table. And we go up to 11 life if they don't have anything. So if they don't have anything, that's when like Baral's expertise might be able to steal a game. That's something. Don't know what we can draw now. Don't think there's an out, but I guess we'll draw our cards just to see. Like maybe land plus Psi. Oh wait, shit, we'd already played a land. Never mind. We'll say maybe there was some kind of world where like Psi was enough, but we can't even get the Psi, so that world is gone. Alright, well, we're dead. We were pretty close. I think if we had one more land, this was a winnable game. I don't think I'm changing anything from the play to the draw. Like maybe I really just want this Mox Amber. But I don't know what I would sideboard out to play the Mox Amber, so I'm just going to leave the Mox Amber in the sideboard. Yeah, I'm just going to throw the Mox Amber back in the board. I like how the Mono Blue Storm player is telling the Improvise player that he's bad when both of the decks are equally bad. I don't think either of the decks are competitive. Stand by, the only deck in the format's red-black aggro. Well, this hand's a keep. When I say bad, by the way, like I don't mean totally unplayable. Bad to me is anything that's not tier 1. Yeah, I said earlier on the stream, I think the one deck that it beats is control decks. No, I think you're a large favorite versus me. Like I don't think that's getting lucky. I think your deck beats my deck handily. Hey, they were smart enough to get best spell. Hey, we have an expertise this game. That's kind of cool. I don't think you got lucky. I think your deck smashes my deck. I'm gonna go play a Psi, because if he doesn't have a removal spell for Psi, we can Prophetic Prism into Reverse Engineer next turn. Daniel played Jeskai Control last night. He smashed me game 1 and then had some mana issues game 2 and 3. But between Doomfall and Murder Bolt, I think there's a pretty good chance that this card dies. But I think it's 100% dead that if I don't try it this turn, because then you add Chandra's into the mix as well. So I think it's worth the gambit for a turn. It paid off. Kinda don't want to take 4 life next turn. I guess I'm not tapping. I would block the 2-1. Escape shift at draft, that's nice. So they could have bad enough draws here that we could like do something relevant. Especially if this brawls expertise. Now the question is, do we play around Shock or not? I think we just play around Shock. I don't think they're very likely to have Shock in their deck. But I don't think there's any reason to risk it if they do. There is no biscuits to be gotten here, so I don't know why we would risk anything ever. Alright, they're done. Wow. So another red-black opponent has just conceded when I thought they should keep playing the game. I guess they didn't draw an Abrade. A lot of the versions don't play enough Abrades. Like, a lot of them play 2 in the main right now and no more in the side. It just seems like an odd place to concede, though, because, like, I'm obviously not gaining a lot of life this turn. So next turn, they could just play Heart, draw a Braid, kill this. Why would I bounce my Thopterist? I can't replay it this turn, so why bounce it? Oh, because I don't wanna block the Pia, and I don't mind blocking the Thopter. And, like, I don't think they get to replay Pia very often. Like, them replaying Pia is probably good for me. Because if they're replaying Pia, they're not, like, putting another 4-mana thing into play. Or you know, like it hurts their mana a lot. Plus, you know, Thopter versus Thopter's a clean block. Whereas, if I block the Pia itself, they could have, like, a Magma Spray or something. Which isn't very likely, but, like, I'm 100% taking 2 damage if they attack with the Pia. I didn't block last turn, I wouldn't block this turn. Whereas the Thopter is going to deal 2 damage to me, or is not going to deal damage the rest of the game. Because, like, well, right off the bat, I'm going to have 2 Thopters and an Ornithopter to block it with. Alright, well, we're 3-1. We got a pity chest. The guy who requested this deck on YouTube said, he said, "We don't want you to lose. Play this deck, you'll at least get a pity chest." And I had my doubts, but I guess we acquired a pity chest. We beat 2 red-black aggro decks when I've saw Misplaced Ginger go, like, and this is a hyperbole number. This is not the actual number, but I've seen him go something like 12-1 versus Storm. Like, he just comically smashes Storm. Like, the games aren't even close. But our opponents have stumbled on a few lands, and both games they've played like one thing. I think that's one of the cards I would be cutting out of this board. Like, I don't know where I want this card. I already feel like I'm a favorite versus the control decks, and versus any of the mid-range decks, or even the red decks, I feel like a River's Rebuke's just a better Nexus of Fate versus those type of decks. So, like, I don't know. I mean, I want to shuffle this card, and I want to play this card, but I don't know where I would sideboard it in at. I definitely do not want the Sentinel Totem in the main deck. There has to be a better 1-drop artifact, or maybe just a 4th Reverse Engineer, or a 4th Brawl's Expertise, or even a 3rd Reservoir. Like, there has to be something better in the Sentinel Totem. But, like, if it had to be a 1-mana artifact, like Navigator's Compass, at a minimum, has to be better than Totem. Our opponent's double queuing, so let's go ahead and jump into the game. We have 1 land again, but we do have a Renegade map. So I'm going to keep this. It's a little speculative, but hopefully we hit another land for the Psy. We have all the cards we want, though, so, like, I feel like we're just lands away from being competitive. It's another red deck. That's not a land. Alright, we'll pass here. And hope that they don't have Kari Zev. Land? Alright, there's a land. I think this one's better. Gives us more potential mana for the following turn. So we're going to take 5, but we're going to, if they don't have Goblin Chain Whirler, we're going to have a few Thopters and stuff from now on. So if they don't have Chain Whirler, it's not that bad for us. If they have Chain Whirler, we're going to cry like little babies. Hey Yoda, what is up? It's actually not a long stream. We're in our last match right now. We've already been streaming about 2 hours. That was unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to hit a land. But because of the improvise, we'll be okay. I really want to hit the land itself, though. I guess I'm going to tap this one. Alright. Mox Amber, you can do it one time. Or I lied. You can't do it. Well, that was bad. We're at a low enough life total, though, that I think it was worth that overall. I wanted to take one more turn off and play the reservoir before we had the turn we just had, but if you don't have the 4th land, there's not a lot you can do. Feels like they're going to have some kind of burn spells or something. It's arguable that we should have tapped Defopter instead of Defopteress to at least like bluff block the Kenra. The reason I didn't do it is because I was afraid of Goblin Chain Whirler and it's not getting the block whatsoever. They could have a lightning strike or something to finish this off, but at least we're killing the Beaumont. And if they do have a lightning strike, like maybe there's a chance that they're not killing the Glint Nest and the Fopter. Yeah, they sacked it and discarded 3 mountains. Wow. So their hand was, I think they call that in the business a poo-poo. Their hand was a poo-poo. Alright, so they did have a Chain Whirler overall. So that's a land. So we could play it, and we can play this, and then we gain no life if we do that. But it will let us cast a paradoxical outcome, so I think that's fine. Oh no, we can't cast outcome. That was just stupid of me then. That was just stupid of me. Huh. I guess maybe I'm supposed to just hold up the outcome then. We only get to put 2 cards in our hand? That does not seem very good, does it? Just casting this doesn't seem very good either, though. It's like none of these plays seem particularly good. You just play U and tap U5 and draw 3 cards and maybe play a land? Is that better at all? It's probably not better at all. It was significantly better. I had not played my land, which is why we went with the play that we went with. I think it turned out being better overall, too. Yeah. I think that's the plan, Ricky. And we have if they have like a Glory Bringer or something, we could even bounce Psy. Though I don't think they would have a Glory Bringer. They do have a Hazoret though, and Hazoret's good. Are we gonna put the Psy in our hand? So we're going to take no damage this turn. I've already decided that. I think I want our things. They had a shock they would attacked with Hazoret too, right? So we know we're bouncing that, we know we're bouncing that, and I think we're bouncing this. I think we're bouncing that. No, we're not bouncing that. That just cuts our mana down too bad. Alright. I'm passing turn. Crap, there's a second outcome. So we're going to tap these. So size kind of 3, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No, we can't play. Yeah, size kind of 3 if we do this. So 1, 2. Sorry, I want to tap you for mana. You for mana. I want to bounce you, you, you. Can't replay the side this turn, but I don't need to replay the side this turn. Actually, I can replay the side this turn, but that's all beside the point. How'd I miss a spell? What'd I do wrong to miss a spell? Not sure how I missed the spell. I'm not saying I didn't. I'm saying I just don't. I don't know. I don't want to play you and you. I did bounce. Wait, why would I bounce Mox with expertise? No, that's just wrong. I bounced. I got the same Mox in my hand with paradoxical outcome, and I drew an extra card off of it. I cast. Oh! I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I get what you're saying. For some reason, I was thinking I cast the outcome off of the thingy, and I didn't. Yeah, I'm 100% right, or you're 100% right. I'm wrong. It doesn't matter, but I'm still wrong. I'm 100% wrong. So you are correct. I missed gaining like 7 life or something. Maybe I shouldn't have bounced the Goblin, because now that I bounced the Goblin, I technically cost myself 2 mana. Oh, never mind. He had it anyway. Wow, I could actually lose this game. I could actually lose this game then. I don't know how, but I'm sure there's a way. Alright, well, I guess I'm just playing both of these then. I'm grabbing that. But yeah, no, we would have definitely won the game. I don't think so. I think I was still 1 spell off. But we would have won the game this turn. I think I was still 1 spell off. I'm going to make the same sideboarding I've been making. I don't know if it's right, but I'm going to just make it again. Well, actually, if I had artifacts untapped, I could have used that 1 mana and maybe got a 2nd spell off. I don't know. You could be right. I wasn't paying attention to see whether my artifacts are tapped or not. If I could have outcomed again, I definitely could have won. Either way, it was a play mistake. Either way, it was a play mistake. My phone's not charging very quick tonight. Well, we can't keep this hand. I guess I'll keep this hand because we have the scry. If we didn't have the scry, we wouldn't even be considering keeping this hand. Might actually cast the Ornithopter just to try to block here too. Since I think we're going to be casting the Ornithopter ahead of schedule this game anyway for the Reverse Engineer. Might as well try to prevent opponent damage if we're casting it anyway. JK. No point of damage protected. Could get severely punished if we draw the land. Reservoir or Mox? I guess we'll take the Reservoir. I like how I called the Ornithopter a Mox, by the way. It kind of is. Alright, deck. Oh, we need a land. Sweet, we get to prevent a damage. I block you. That is not what we needed. I guess I'm just going to cast a Glint. And have faith that there's going to be lands coming. I'll take the Mox Amber on this one. Because if we draw a land next turn, we can play multiple spells. If we draw a land next turn, we can like Mox Renegade Map. we don't draw land next turn, we get to cry. I didn't want to take the Ornithopter because I'm not blocking with it, so I might as well get a card that helps me win the game if I'm not blocking. Yeah, well, that card doesn't really do anything. So that's kind of nice. Landus? Land ho! I think this was actually a play mistake. I'm gonna cast this too. They currently don't have a land, so let's just load up with Goblin Chain Whirler protection. Protect the side with everything we have. I feel our opponent's probably close to conceding with his current draw. Unless he has like an Abrade in hand. If he has an Abrade, he's not conceding. We're not that fucked. Like, we still have chump blockers, or we still have something that would have been able to block the Soskar Mage, something that could have still blocked the Beaumont Courier, and something that could have still blocked Earthshaker Kenra. So, like, overall, we would have still had blockers for everything. I'm making these blocks specifically because of Goblin Chain Whirler. Like, I feel like these Fopters are dead by the end of this turn anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw them under the bus. Whereas, like, you could argue that I'm, like, supposed to block with Psy and a couple Glints or whatever, but just protecting those cards seem like they matter more to me. So you're going to do Lightning Strike my face, okay. Well, Lightning Striking my face is a thing you can do. I just want to cast one of these. Like, we're not dying next turn, right? If he has an Abrade, he's not doing anything next turn. Like, he's wasting his entire turn on an Abrade. Sure, that card doesn't really do anything. Like, he still doesn't have a relevant attack. I mean, obviously he can get a card under this now, but, like, how does that win? It's a pretty easy block. If we draw a land here, we can do a lot of things. We did not draw a land. So we can't do a lot of things, but we can do some things at least. I don't think he's going to be able to come back from the double reservoir. Maybe he'll be able to, but I doubt it. Especially when we're going to get a reverse engineer right off the top. If he's got like a second Goblin Chain Whirler, it'd be a little annoying now. Because he'd kill 3 of our creatures, but we'd still be able to like block the Beaumont Courier. So we'd only take 4 damage back to 9, and then next turn we'd have like reverse engineer, hopefully into something. At worst case scenario, we'd be able to cast both of these cards. Alright. That's kind of like the suck, but, you know. We're still only taking 4 damage. There's another Psy. Alright, find us something. Something. Is it enough? So we have a Psy, so we can tap. Oh no, we can't tap that. We don't have enough mana, do we? Well, that didn't actually work out very well for us then, did it? Like, kind of need this to be a land. You know, like, replay the side, the worst case scenario. Oh. Alright, well, we don't have to think about worst case scenarios then. We'll just play this. If we get a Mox, we can replay this side and, like, gain a bunch of life. No, can't play it. Alright. Well, we have a bunch of blockers again. Hopefully they don't have yet another Chain Whirler. No Chain Whirler, please. Sweet, not a Chain Whirler. And we don't care if they kill this Psy because we have an additional Psy. There's a good chance that I just don't block with anything because of the paradoxical outcome. Yeah, I'm just not blocking with anything. This is not enough life for me to care about, and I find it very hard to believe that we don't win next turn. Because, like, right off the bat, we outcome. When we play this, then we outcome. Sure. Alright, well, we're just taking a bunch. It's like whatever. Alright, well, we're going to start with this. Wait, what? Oh, we didn't have this thing in play. Ha ha ha, I'm dumb. I am dumb. I don't know why I thought we had that in play. I don't know why I thought we had that in play. Might not win then. I mean, I assume we're still winning, but... Alright, so we want to bounce this, 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 this. That's enough. Technically could have tapped these, it would have been better, but... Alright. That's just way enough then. We couldn't not lose this turn though, so... Like, it was impossible not to lose here. Or not to win here. It didn't matter what we played. We couldn't not win. Alright, well, we went 4-1 with this deck, beating a bunch of red decks and losing to, like, red-black knights. Two of our opponents conceded in games that I still thought was winnable for them, so, like, that was kind of an awkward experience, but... Overall, can't complain. We probably made a little money on chests. I'm too lazy to do the actual math, but whatever, we come kind of close. And then we 4-1 to league with a deck that I thought we would do terrible with. But yeah. So that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go start my work for today and be sad. Always sad when you got to start your work. Maybe I'm just going to eat. Could just eat. Say screw a bunch of work. Who is hostable? Anybody playing Magic that I follow? I'll rephrase. Is anybody playing Magic that I follow that's not playing Arena and or Modern? This guy's stream says Pro Tour bound 71 and 22. Oh, never mind. They're drafting. Man, I just feel sad. I feel bad for y'all. There's nobody to host. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just not hosting anybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'm out.